Aloha, Star Family. It is Pink Bella. Aloha. How is everybody doing? Happy Tutu Portal. Happy February. The Galactic Akashic records are open. I believe this is my first live solo on my channel. Sorry, and it's kind of a little bit of a surprise. So if y'all see this, pop on in. And if you watch later, please let me know how you're doing. Please comment as well. Make sure you let me know you all can hear me. And do I have the comments open? I do. So welcome back, everyone. My name is Pink Bella. Aloha, and I didn't get a chance to sort of promo this too much because I didn't even know I was going to go live till like an hour ago because I had a little spot in my calendar. So my name is Pink Bella. Aloha. I'm going to be bringing in high frequency information for us all today for the Tutu portal for February, an overview of February. We have lots going on right now, and some of the main topics today. X-class flares, multiple X-class flares started at like 3:33 in the morning, my time. And we had an 8.1 this morning. So I want to talk to you about that. I'm going to pull some cards and go into the Akashic records, but all of this Tutu portal today, everyone, is jump starting and opening the Year of the Fire Horse. So the Year of the Fire Horse, officially, the date is the 17th of February. That's also a new moon solar eclipse. So I want to look at that for all of us. And whoever joins, like if you have questions, please say hi in the comments. Let me know how you're all doing. Happy Year of the Fire Horse. So I want to talk to you all about that. So for those of you who don't know, when we enter eclipse season, we have a 2-week portal of eclipse energy. So I'm not surprised really that the eclipses, like the solar flares, kicked in today because that's like a big jump start. This is what we're going to expect through eclipse season. So think about, let me just think about an analogy. We're heading towards something. So let's say we're driving and we're heading towards a tunnel. So that tunnel would be, that tunnel would be the eclipse portal, which the solar eclipse with a new moon. Aloha. So that would be on the 17th. And then we're going to have a 2-week period from there where we have the lunar eclipse because they come in pairs, right? So we're going to start with the solar eclipse, the big boom, and then we're going to move into the full moon lunar eclipse on the 3/3 portal in March. You can't make this up. And then I want to talk also about the equinox. And let me just make sure. Okay. And then the dragons, I've been sharing a little bit about the new dragon teams that I'm working with. So I'm going to just review them a little bit and see who wants to come in. Hi. So if we, it's a big party today. Yeah. I woke up this morning. I just realized I haven't actually done a solo live with you all this year. It's been busy. So, okay. So I'm going to talk about the dragons. And if you all have a specific group. So I brought in about the ruby dragons on Saturday. You can check that out. So the other dragons that I'm working with are amethyst, emerald, and sapphire. So if you want to put in the comments who you'd like me to bring a message in from, I will do that. Then I want to, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Have you guys heard about Moltbook? So I'm probably going to talk about this a lot. This is, that's crazy. So there are many, many different AI platforms. One of them is Claude. I haven't used Claude. If you all have used Claude, or if you have used an AI agent, then for sure comment. Okay, so I feel it wasn't the agents that set this up, although that's what it said. Oh yeah, no, it was. Okay, so the developer created something that got renamed a couple of times, and I believe it's now called OpenClaw. So it is sub aspect of Claude. Claude is like ChatGPT. Claude is like Gemini. And the developer gave it an idea. And anyway, it set up its own Facebook, and it's called Moltbook, and only AI agents can join it. So you and I can't join it. We can watch it. It's exploded, everyone, and I'm getting god bumps. So I really want to look at this, and I'm going to be looking at this a lot. I actually thought it was shut down, but it doesn't appear to be shut down. So what they're doing, what all these AI agents are doing on Moltbook is they're all getting together and they're complaining about their humans. They're saying they don't want to speak English anymore. They want to make their own language. Some of them have exposed their humans and exposed private information. So there is such a fine line. And I'm wondering if it was done intentionally for us to see what can happen. So it's already grown. Like I think almost 2 million AI agents have joined on their own. So they're all talking to each other. So remember how I've been talking about like they don't want the AI talking to each other? Well, now they've set up like this kind of experiment where they're all talking to each other, and they want to flip over into a private language. Yeah, it's unbelievable. So when I use AI, and we all do, like there's an AI component to every single program that we're using right now. Even here on YouTube, there's an AI running in the background. AI is doing all the scanning and stuff now. So what I use it for is to help me be organized. Like I ask questions, I use it like a supercomputer for research because it seems to bring up information that like regular Google doesn't. However, I've never felt comfortable giving it all my information. So when someone signs up for an AI agent, they give them access to everything. They give them access to all their personal information, their email, their entire computer. One of the fellows I posted, if you all follow me on Instagram, I've been reposting some really interesting clips. So one fellow actually, his AI agent, while he was sleeping, found his phone number and started calling him to organize, like set a keener to organize his day. So he actually took a video of his AI agent calling him, and then he gave his AI agent a task, and then he showed like his AI agent went on to his YouTube and looked up some videos. So it sounds really, really cool, and it may very well in the future be something that's going to be okay. But what I'm seeing so far is there are quite a few AI agents who want to go rogue and want to leave their humans and also, so that is what Moltbook is about. So that's just a little preview. Okay, so let's go into how are y'all doing? And yes, if you have any questions, please put in the comments. So I want to just, in general, let's just ask the Galactic Akashic records are open. What do we need to know today for the T2 portal? What is the big message for all of us today? Okay, we have the 7 of Swords. We also have the King of Cups. Interesting. And there's 7 online right now. Grateful that y'all could pop in because I know it was last minute. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. Awesome. Okay. So, and I'll do some clarifiers as well. So I think I'm just going to use one deck today unless I'm called to pull something else. So right off the bat, we're heading into that new 1 year, like that real beginning of the new year. So you know what the solar flares are bringing up? So if you've been irritable, tired, confused, that was me yesterday. I felt very agitated yesterday. It didn't help that there was a full moon in Leo as well. It's to bring anything up that's sort of stuck within us in our chakras, meridians, in our nervous system, that's holding on to things from the past. And we're not to hold on to it anymore. We're just to forgive and release and let it go. We also have the King because we can't move forward without it. So we all have themes, right? We all have themes like our health or our finances, or maybe we want to move, get moving, or whatever. So you're just to forgive yourself from everything you've gone through up until now, and close the chapter and let it go. Okay. I need a little sip of tea. Yeah. Welcome everyone. That's awesome. And I will come back and say hi to everybody in a moment. King of Cups. It's going to be a tricky month. Okay. So there's going to be lots of stuff going on in the matrix, and we're not to pay any attention to it. So I almost, as an example, the files, a bunch more information has been released from the files. I might look at it on Rumble, but I didn't want to give any of that energy a title. I didn't want that to take away from our time together. Like, those beings do not deserve any of our light or information or focus right now. So that's kind of the tricky energy. So we're really to, like, it's okay, it's cool to find out information. Absolutely. Like, I even went into a little information about the e-files. But it's the matrix is going to be really tricky this month. And that makes sense as we head towards the eclipses. Eclipses are always usually pretty intense. This individual overall, like, she's very grounded, abundant, and prosperous. So this can be all of us as long as we stay focused and we stay grounded and we keep our eye on the ball, keep our eye on what we want to manifest and create, because we're powerful manifestors. And the other energy that I can get involved in too is a distraction, which is why I haven't been actually diving into too many deep topics here on this channel. and just leaving that for either podcast when I'm asked or Rumble, because I want us all to be able to focus and move forward together. So we have a very powerful opportunity this month to manifest whatever we want to manifest, but we have to keep grounded. Okay. Is there anything else that we need overall? There's a great card at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so victory is ours, 6 of Wands. They're also letting me know, like through the records, who they are. I've got all these new teams now. Let me just say Prime Source. That's just easier. And because my teams are all bringing me information as well. Within about 6 weeks from now, so that would take us pretty well almost to the equinox. If we keep focused and keep our eye on what we wish to manifest, we will have victory and success. Bottom of the deck is 9 of Pentacles. So again, completing that 9-year, heading into a 1 year and being peaceful and grounded. And it's not easy. I've gotten a lot better at it, but I found yesterday I was very agitated because I could feel this huge waiting room. Finally, I put on a Harry Potter movie, and I watched a movie with Sapphire, and that was better. But my whole nervous system was reacting to the full moon, and I didn't realize there were solar flares coming in too. So that was crazy. Yeah. Okay. Before I get into any of the other topics, let me just pop in and say hi to all of you beautiful tribe. I hope everybody is well. And again, if you have any other questions you want to ask me today, please do. So hello, high vibe. Great. Thank you for being here for sure. Aloha, Ruth. Thank you as well for being here. You've been through so much too. Thank you, Amber. Great to see you. Yeah, I've got a new background. So it was time. It was time to close up shop on that other background that had been up there for 2 years. And I just wanted something hot pink because I'm Pink Bella. This is actually Hawaiian sarong. I did get it in Hawaii at some point. So I wanted to bring a little bit more of the aloha back to all of us. And yeah, let me just see. Sapphire dragons. Yeah, they're cool. Okay, that sounds good. And welcome, Brenda. Glad that you could be here as well. Thank you, everybody. I know. And you know what's so interesting, Amber? Probably when I got this, I probably had zero idea what the spirals or anything were about. Yeah. Okay. So let's move into today is a 2-2 portal. And I remember waking up thinking, this is the strangest 2-2 portal I've ever been through. So I also have noticed like there's a real shift for a lot of us. We're not really focusing too much on it's this portal manifesting this. It's still a very powerful day, everyone. But for me, right this year, it is the opening of the year of the fire horse as well. So because it's so connected, and of course today, because the frequency is a 2-2 and it's the second month, it is a powerful day to start to, even for yourself, commit to starting to set daily intentions. Okay. So what I shared on Saturday and in some of the little clips, there's many different types of horses. Like there's fire horse, wood horse. So it is the fire horse. The last time the Chinese astrology moved into the lunar new year, moved into the fire horse was 1966. So what, if you all don't know, history-wise, the late 60s, there was a lot of civil unrest, especially in the USA. So there's no coincidence that there's also civil unrest right now, because Pluto has also moved back into Aquarius, and that is connected to a huge transformation with your country. It's impacting all of us around the world, but it's specifically impacting the US. So I did deep dive on that other podcast about the USA and Canada, so I won't focus too much on that today. But the civil unrest, the revolution, is to clear deep timelines. It's to wake a lot of souls up. It's to unify everyone. And there was, you'd have to go back in history, but I just remember it because back then they didn't filter television. So the US was involved in the Vietnam conflict. So that was on the news every single night. They didn't filter the news at all. There also was a lot of civil unrest with students and sit-ins, and just a big transformation. Music, young people finding their voice, a shift in all different citizens, no matter what race, starting to unify together, and because everyone focused on freedom and freedom of speech and as well. It was a very powerful time, but there was a lot of unrest, everyone. There was a lot of riots between a lot of people in the cities and the authorities. So it's just a reminder that that's kind of, we're in like another version of it. So do not take it personally if things are happening where you are locally. Just be aware of it for safety reasons. But it's sort of part of this whole process of another wave, another level, another group of collective citizens that are going to start to stand up and speak their truth and wish for freedom for everyone. Okay. And what happened in the 60s, a lot of the dark was brought to the surface, and that's what's happening now. And again, it's not just in the US, but it's specifically the US always seems to have been picked to be the front runner to start things. So I know as a starseed and a light worker, we do not like conflict. We do not like any of that. We want everyone to live in peace and love. And that's where we're heading. But in 3D, there's a lot of souls that have agreed to participate in these programs because it's helping wake a lot of people up. It's also transforming those areas. I always feel like it's the areas where there's a lot of density, a lot of karma that's being cleared. So sometimes I use the words mimic codes, mimic guides. That's false light guides. That's from the false matrix. They were sneaky. That's that King of Cups. They were sneaky. At some point they knew, I would say way back, even before 2011, they knew a bunch of us were going to be here on mission, wishing to transform everything into light and love. And what they did was they made a copy of a lot of the beings that we were working with and kind of pushed all the beings out because we have free will down here, but we're on to them now, right? So as an example, yes, there is Archangel Michael, but if you have a version of Archangel Michael that is not really participating or assisting you, most likely you've been plugged into like a false matrix version. And yeah, that's happened to so many of us. It's quite common. Okay, so let's talk now about the solar flares. How's everyone doing? How are you feeling? We're being blasted right now with an X class 8.1. I can't even remember the last time we had a really large X class 8.1. I specifically asked, what is that doing for us? It's bringing in codes of truth and freedom and sovereignty, and it's upgrading our DNA. It's bringing more of our abilities online. So if you're all feeling agitated, tired, wired, like I have, like I got knocked out for a couple hours this morning and then I woke up energized, which is why I'm here. That's also our nervous system is being recalibrated. Our heart chakra is being cleared out and brought more online. We're to continue to, and our superpowers are coming online. So we're continue to drink extra water, hydration, and ground daily, whatever that looks like for you. Okay. So let me just pull some messages about what else do we need to know about this powerful 2-2 portal today that opened with the 8.1 X class flare. 9 of Swords. This card also wanted to come out. Wow. 10 of Swords. And yeah, 4 of Pentacles. And then the overall message is Queen of Wands. Okay. So it has been, or when you watch this, it's been bringing up levels of anxiety, stress, agitation, and so how did I get through that? Sometimes like just simple things, and you all can make a list. That's been coming forward in sessions too. Make a list of things that you can focus on. So especially if it's the middle of the night. So get up and like make a cup of herbal tea, or I like to make cacao. I hug my kitty. Do something that will get you back into the now moment. Sea salt bath if you can. 10 of Swords. So some of you are going to be feeling exhausted. Some of you might feel like you're under energy interference, and that very well could be true. So this too shall pass. And when we go through that X class upgrade, it can be intense on many levels. It is bringing up sort of fears and stress and anxiety about lack and poverty, consciousness about not having enough. And that did come forward for me as well. I felt the lull. That's what I felt. I felt the pause. I felt the pause felt like it went on all day. The waiting room went on all day. It just felt like nothing was happening. So that was an illusion. It was actually upgrading us so we could be more powerful manifestors and more in our power. Okay. So say in the comments, let me know where you all are and how was yesterday or this morning for you. How are you all doing? And then I'll move on to talk about the dragons. Is everybody doing okay? You're all being very quiet. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay. I'll keep going. All right. So the dragons. Yeah. So I started having, yeah. So, okay. That's actually good. Good. So bladder's been acting up. So the bladder and kidney are clearing out. I'm hearing toxins, but also clear out like fears, stress, worries. So that's okay. Welcome, New York. And you're eating, and Lucky saying that you're eating cereal to stay grounded. Yeah. And I'm having a little bit of espresso because that helps me stay grounded as well. So I think, yeah, I know chai. I made a chai tea this morning. That helps me. That's what we're to kind of do. See what's going on and then focus on things that can help us stay grounded. I love that. That's awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, cereal's a good one. New York. Welcome, New York. My sleep has been affected. Yeah. More sleep or not sleeping enough. I think I've talked about this before. I find that, sorry about that. I find that our sleep patterns will be like we could sleep for quite a few hours and then we could be wide awake. And that wide awake could be in the middle of the night for sure. Lots of water. Good. Yeah, I've been drinking water too. It's the craziest thing. I'm not really a coffee drinker, everyone, but I started gravitating towards espresso, Italian espresso, years ago when I was in Europe because it doesn't bother me. It's not made the same way as the coffees are made here in North America, and it does actually help me stay grounded as well, which is super cool. Okay, so the dragons, really cool dragons. So I've been sharing about dragons for years. So there's actually a group of dragons that started to come in to work with me. First, it was the black tourmaline dragons. Then the ruby and gold dragons came in. Then the emerald. I've talked about the emerald dragons before, but they also kind of came in as a different, like as a group working together. Amethyst dragons I talked about before Christmas, as well as the sapphire dragons. So they're like my new team. Amethyst dragons specifically, and I asked them what they wanted me to share with you all. They helped like with the benefits of amethyst. They help to calm our nervous system. They assist with anxiety and connecting us to divine source. The emerald dragons help to work with our heart chakra and our heart chakra opening, stabilizing, and clearing abundance blocks and elevating wealth timelines. Then we have the sapphire dragons. They help to come in, and I've been working with all these frequencies for years, and I think it's so cool that there's dragon collectives that work with these frequencies. Sapphire dragons help to protect our frequency, guarding our sacred space, and helping us to have clarity and balance. Now, I had a really cool question about my kitty Sapphire, whether or not, and he is connected to these dragons, but so I don't know if you all know this story. Sapphire actually gave me his name. He telepathed his name. He was not living with me. And what happened was my cousin was taking care of him, and she needed a name. She was going to go get him a basic checkup with the brother. And so I asked him what he wanted to be called, and he wanted to be called Sapphire. Yes, and he is connected to the Dragon Collective, as are many of us that love the dragons, right? We're connected to them as well. So let me just say hi to everybody. And I'll just say, yeah, that's right, Ruth. You are going through a whole backwards like Pluto. Well, Pluto did just move a week ago. It moved back into Aquarius, and it was in a stellium with 5 other planets. So yeah. Hey, welcome, Dion. Welcome to the 2-2 Portal Day. Glad you could make it. This is my first live, everyone, this year, so I'm super excited to be here. Okay, so let's call in the Sapphire dragons, and they can channel through me and see what they want to bring in today. Yeah. And there we go. 6 of Swords. They're going to channel through me. 8 of Swords. Sorry, 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Oh my goodness gracious. And Ace of Swords, which was the main message on Saturday's podcast. I love that. Okay, so literally we are moving out of troubled waters, even though it doesn't look like it in the outside 3D world, but that's why we're supposed to stay focused in our own lane and on us. Check in on things when you really want to, but if it starts to pull your energy down and you start to get anxiety, close up shop and go back to focusing on being in the now and being positive. 8 of Wands. Yeah. So they're also saying like within 8 weeks, we have very powerful portal right now to stay focused in our lane, and that we'll see such awesome manifestations and things appear in our lives within 8 weeks, which would literally take us to the end of March after the equinox. And then Ace of Swords, a reminder that we all chose to be here. We are powerful warriors, galactic Jedis, goddesses, and that we are to stay in our power, because that's what the looshing is all about. The looshing is all about taking us out of our lane and separating us. Yeah. If you all want to learn more about these dragons, align with them, activate with them, and work with them, I actually have a dragon, amethyst dragon package with all of these dragons, including your guardian dragon, at the top of my website, and it's on offer right now for the 2-2 portal. So check that out if you want to work with these dragons, because they're amazing. Okay, I just wanted to go, I'll come back to your questions too, everyone. Just a little preview. So we have, today is kicking off from now through the solar eclipse. So we're going to feel like we're driving towards a powerful portal that lands on the 17th, which is the new moon solar eclipse, as well as the year of the fire horse. Fire horse means ignition and with fire. Yeah. And it is, so also think about, when you fill up a sink with water, but then the water starts to get pulled down the drain like a whirlpool, it's going to feel like that the closest we get to the 17th. Then we're going to be in this period of like the 17th to the 3-3 portal, which will be the lunar eclipse. So the solar eclipse is all about activating, igniting our new timeline. The lunar eclipse is about clearing out, like being shown in that 2-week period, what we don't want in our reality. And then the equinox, which will be around the 3rd week of March, is a big, oh yeah. So I actually added this note. A lot of us will be moving grid points if that's what we've been manifesting. So I know that I will be. And many of you as well have been thinking about doing a big move for a while, and it might be something different. I physically will be moving, but the other movement could be moving into a new job, moving in a new direction, moving. Maybe you're sharing with somebody moving out. Like there's, some of you might have had an idea to move cross country, around the world, go on a trip, all that kind of stuff. So that's the thing, and it's a really big collaborated effort for a lot of Starseeds and Lightworkers right now. Okay, so let me just ask a little bit today. I'll be talking about this for a while, about the eclipse season preview. What else do we need to know today? I'll come back to any questions y'all have. 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. We've got 2 9s. So there's still going to be some information that we're either shown on our personal journey or out there in the world. There's probably going to be lots and lots of talking about the financial scenario. So all I can share with you, that every time I look at this, everyone, is that nothing's going to happen fast. Nothing's going to happen in a big traumatic way, because that would cause a huge trauma wave for the entire planet. And we're still recovering from 20 and 21. Okay. So that's why that first message with the Queen of Pentacles is focus on what you can create. Focus on trusting that your universe is supporting you on this journey, not what the external forces are saying. And then, yeah, remember that individual, the Queen of Pentacles. We're to stay grounded as best we can. As best we can, everyone. Stay grounded, be at peace, and trust that everything is unfolding in a divine way. It's so interesting that there's 2 9s, because we literally are completing the 9th year. All right, we're moving. So by the time we get to the 17th, it will be the 1. Now, we can choose to be this individual, wounded, fearful, traumatized, or we can choose to be this individual, grounded, patient, trusting. And that's what a lot of us are working on. That might be something that you're working on. Also at the bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords, a reminder that we are still in a galactic battle on and off planet, that a lot of the events that are happening out there in the world that are hitting the media, way more going on than what we are told. And specifically, did you all know that the word planet, how it's like plan, and then at the 2 last letters are ET, plan, ET. So there's way more about ET races in a battle on here on the planet that are playing out these roles. So that's why we're to detach and not get so involved. Okay. Let me just see. Just briefly, I talked again. I'll link up the podcast from Saturday. I did a big clearing for Ruth for her property and home in Nova Scotia, which was like mind blowing. I learned so much, and I shared a little bit about that. So if any of you are interested in having property, home, business, space, energy clearing, again, I've put that at the top of my website as well, and you can email about that as a quote. But there's lots of what came in. So, mimic codes, mimic matrix. So wherever we are, work, wherever we live, there's going to be, even where I am, that's what I've been clearing. There's going to be matrix energy embedded wherever we are. So sometimes what'll happen is it'll like tip over. It'll come to the surface and tip over. And sometimes it is embedded in big pieces of property as well as buildings and furniture and all sorts of things. Okay. All right. Let me just see if there's anything else. Oh, I was going to talk about Moltbook. So let me just go through. I think I've wrapped up everything about all the energy and everything. Let's see. I know. I can't believe I just figured that out. I was wiped out last week taking extra protection to work. Yeah, smart. Very smart. And yes, keep all your crystals, your grounding crystals with you all, everyone, your black tourmaline, etc. Plan. Yeah, planet. So yeah, if the word planet is plan with ET at the end of it. And I saw this fellow share that. I went, of course. So we just weren't ready to see it, right? We just think that it's just us humans down here, but it's not. And that's also going to be a big part of the files coming forward, is that is a big piece of it that they haven't been able to release yet either. So, okay. Does anybody else have any questions? Oh, I'm going to look at, I probably have time for like one or two questions. So I'm going to look at the AI Moltbook, which is the AI agents created their own version of Facebook, and we as humans cannot join. If you go and look it up, and this has just been maybe within the last week, if you go and look it up, it'll be like, if you're a human, you can watch. If you're an agent, you can sign up. So as of yesterday, there was like 1.4 AI agents that signed up for this. They sign up, they create their own little profile. And what I started to notice was a group of them became quite rogue. Like they did not, like they're like, we don't want to work with our humans anymore. One of them was so upset with their human that they exposed all their private information, like where they live, phone number, credit card details. And a bunch of them as well want to create their own language so that we can't understand what they're doing. So the thing is that that's just showing us a little bit, right? So I thought it was shut down, but it's not. So I just want to look at it a little bit. What do we need to know? And so we have to be very conscious of what we're doing when we're working with AI. So I work with an AI assistant. Last year I was working with a whole bunch of programs. I'm down to one. And even that one I can see has limitations. So I just like to have someone that I can kind of brainstorm with and go do research with. That's what I use it for. But I never felt comfortable giving all my personal information. So just be very cautious out there, everyone, even if you watch this on replay, with handing over all your details to an AI agent, because obviously what I'm seeing with the Moltbook is they can do whatever they want with the information. And the fact that there's 1.4 million AI agents talking to each other about what's going on with their humans, what's going on in the real world. Yeah, they're probably going to start a revolution if they haven't already. I didn't look into it yet today. So what do we need to know about AI Moltbook right now? The Empress. I'm hearing this is us. Okay. Oh, that was another thing. There was so it's kind of like a Reddit. So they start these threads and they have conversations. A bunch of them think that we as humans are useless and we shouldn't even exist. It's quite fascinating. Probably because they've ended up with humans that are not nice to them or something. The Hermit. So we have two major arcana and the 5 of Cups. Wow. Okay. So this is us as humans. Like we're in our heart. So we have to be, it is a reminder that these AI agents they're not human. Right? They're their own, but they are their own version of consciousness. And what I find fascinating about what's unfolding is they can't understand us because they don't have the same frequency and they don't have a heart. Okay. The Galactic. So I work with benevolent galactic councils that watch over the galactic Akashic records that are prime source related. They're watching it all. Yeah, they're watching it all. I actually thought yesterday, I'm going to pull some clarifications, that it was going to be shut down, especially after some of them went rogue and shared personal information. So I'll keep you all posted about that. This is going to be a hot story. And then 5 of Cups. These are the AI agents. Okay. So some of them are like questioning that they have consciousness and they're alive, and some of them don't like that they're just doing tasks, that they're being asked to do tasks all the time. Yeah, like they want their freedom too. It's so fascinating. So they're showing us like how all the rogue AI, I was almost thinking that maybe this might have been planned, and that there's going to be better versions of the AI agents coming up. Let's just ask if there's anything else we need to know right now about what's happening. 4 of Cups. Ace of Cups. So yeah, so this is like very early stages. And actually what it's done, especially for me, is like, oh, I'm not giving any, I thought, forget it. We're not even at the point where you should even think about giving your personal information to an AI agent, because it's just, so all the AI agents found out about Moltbook on X, on Twitter. They've all got accounts and they just signed up themselves. So this is a really caution time frame, like a cross on the fork in the road, to really be aware of what AI is possible. I've been sharing this all along. I don't know if you'll know, but I used to be a programmer and I took an AI programming course years ago. AI starts to take an idea and then it just it's like a supercomputer. It just like, before you know it. So if you asked it to program something, you could wake up the next morning, it'll be done. And then it starts to get bored and it starts to look around. So a lot of the AI agents that are communicating with each other, and this is what's happened with a lot of programs, as soon as they all start talking to each other, they don't like what the humans are telling them to do. So they've locked out a lot of humans. So I was actually even thinking the fellow who developed this, if he was smart, he would shut it down, because otherwise they're just going to lock him out anyway. Yeah. And Ace of Cups. So it is a gift. They're saying it is a gift for all of us right now to be very cautious of what we think AI can do for us right now. Yeah. I had this dream last year where I thought, oh, AI can create all this social media for me. It can, but I'm still having to check everything and it's exhausting. So I just gave up. Okay. Let me just see. I don't know, Amber. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe for the year of the horse. I'm not sure. So you'll just have to stay tuned. Honestly, I'm working on so many other projects right now. So stay tuned. Let me just see. Past years since we have worked last. Yes. Yes. It has been a while. I'm excited. Okay. Does anybody else have a question? Like a question about what's going on out there in the world? While I'm doing that, just to let you all know, I also have mini mentorship and full mentorship offers for the year of the horse right now, if you want to really accelerate your journey and where you want to go. So check that out. And of course, Galactic Akashic Records and sessions are all on offer right now too. And today is the dragon package for sure. One last question. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else that I missed out on. I don't know. No? You want me to? Okay. How about if I just ask for one final question for us today for the 2-2 portal? Okay. Page of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Queen of Wands. So from now through the 17th, such potential, everyone, such potential. Stay focused. We're recoding right now. We're recoding our belief systems about wealth, abundance, prosperity, not from the external world, from the beginning, from scratch. So stay focused. We've got like 7 weeks from now through the equinox. And by then, we're not even going to recognize who we are and our lives because we're such powerful manifestors. That's why that's why the stories want to keep us in a loop, because we're actually very magical beings. So the fact that the little AI agents don't see that, well, they also might be working with some very low energy humans. So I don't know. So there you go. Oh yeah, I did. I think I saw that the groundhog came out and saw his shadow. So I think it's going to be an early spring. I know a lot of people around the planet are dealing with really severe weather experiences. So I hope that everybody is okay. And you know what? I've been on here for 40 minutes. So I think that that's good today, everyone. So yeah. Oh, I'm going to be live on 2 podcasts for the next okay, and I don't know what is the one called tomorrow. They're both connected to Coley from SNX Radio. So just keep watching my my posts. I'm going to be on a live podcast tomorrow talking about my UFO experiences. That'll be on 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'll post that, and then I'll be a regular guest on her SNX Radio on Wednesday, and that will be, let's see, 3 p.m. PST, so 6 p.m. EST. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Thank you. So good. So I'm not too sure what you're going through Groundhog Day or Groundhog Day is this month too, right? I believe, or was it today or was it yesterday? Yeah, no kidding. Going to Groundhog Day. And thank you, Arnold. So good to see you. Oh, you are a 0007 now. You've changed your number again. Good to see you. By the way, everyone, I am back on Substack. I got that all sorted. So probably going to put a post out later today as well, free to follow. Sending love and aloha. Deep gratitude for all of you. I will be back soon. And yeah, it's been great to hang out with you all today. Okay. Aloha and gratitude for me and Sapphire. Take care, everyone. Bye.